You're now watching FISCal TV.
Good afternoon and welcome to FISCal TV. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, SCOs Mohseni and Singh will be here to discuss and demo SCO's approval of AR Deposits and Remittances. FISCal's Alanna Smith will be on hand to discuss some year-end tips and tricks. David Tsymbal from the FSC will remind us of the importance of the ServiceNow self-service portal. We have some FISCal Training Center updates and some important year-end close deadlines. Let's get today's show started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the FISCal Learning Center. Job Aids Material. FISCal 077, Setting Up User Preferences in Hyperion Planning Application, has been updated. FISCal 079, Configuring Microsoft Excel Smart View settings for Hyperion and single sign-on, has been updated. FISCal 080, PC reports within the FISCal system, has been updated. FISCal 391E, SCO approval of advanced and uncleared collection distributions for AR deposits and remittances, is new. FISCal 431, MEC automation process, has been updated. FISCal 449, generate a FISCal purchase requisition for Prison Industry Authority, has been updated. And FISCal 515, AR auto reclass process for ARs with reverting appropriations, has been updated. Online classes, Introduction to Power BI Income and Expenses Report, is new. Lease management, adding a financed purchase contract, has been updated. Amending a lease, right to use increase, decrease, and term extension, has been updated. Entering a lease financed purchase contract into FISCal for payment has been updated. Expire a lease, right to use at end of term early termination, has been updated. And making a payment for a lease financed purchase, update the voucher, has been updated. Curriculum, lease financed purchase contracts, Power BI, and requisitions have all been updated. Videos, FISCal TV Episode 42, March 2023, FISCal Learning Center Book-to-Bank functionality demonstration is new. Flipped Classroom VILT FLC Powtoons commercial is new. Link and login information. You can access the FISCal Learning Center at the address shown on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the FISCal Client Training section at FISCal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov. Remember, the FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your FISCal credentials.
With classes designed for every schedule, you can learn about lease management and more at a pace that is right for you. With new training added regularly, the FISCal Learning Center can help. Want to learn more? Email the FISCal Learning Center.
Thanks to the FLC for that, and you can watch this commercial again when we post this episode of FISCal TV to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. Our old friend David Tsymbal is here to remind us of the importance of the ServiceNow self-service portal. David, take it away.
Hi, Jim. We noticed that users are not taking advantage of the ServiceNow self-service portal.
And that's a no-no, right? So let's start there. We have some questions for you, obviously. What are the benefits of using the self-service portal?
The ServiceNow self-service portal is your one-stop shop for FISCal resources. Users can access job aids through our knowledge base, submit, view, and update their cases. They can provide feedback through surveys, as well as download and submit commonly used forms such as an RFC, a CMR, or a departmental authority or designee form.
And here's our next question. Why would users choose to create tickets through the portal versus emailing FSC?
That's a great question, Jim. Tickets created through the portal are auto-assigned to the appropriate module for prompt ticket analysis and resolution. This bypasses the first in, first out ticket creation process when emailing the FISCal Service Center.
All right, and is ticket auto assignment the only benefit of submitting the ticket through the portal?
There are actually numerous benefits of using the portal to submit tickets. For example, the ability to add users to the ticket's watch list. Users included in the watch list will receive email communications when the case is created, when there are updates to the case, and when the case has been resolved. Additionally, users are able to copy and paste screenshots into the description as well as attach files. Also, Jim, once a case has been submitted, users will still have the ability to add comments as well as attachments. The case will also display the estimated time of completion and status of your ticket. The user even has the ability to close their own case.
Close your own case. You got to love that. So, of course, this is all great information as always, David. Are there any other features that we should be aware of?
Absolutely. The ServiceNow self-service portal provides a departmental dashboard to authorities and designees with department-wide view and drill-down access to all tickets. Departmental authorities and designees may request access to this dashboard for additional staff by sending an email to the FISCal Service Center.
Well, thanks for getting the word out on that. And hopefully users will take advantage of all the benefits of the self-service portal.
Couldn't agree more with you, Jim. If users want to know more, there's always additional information in the knowledge base on our YouTube channel.
That's great. Thanks again for being with us. And hopefully everybody will take advantage of what you have to offer.
It's good to be here.
I spoke with FISCal's Alanna Smith earlier this week. She has some helpful year-end close info. Let's take a look. Alanna, welcome to FISCal TV. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Now, I know you have some great information for us, but before we get to that, can you give us a little bit of your background?
Hi, my name is Alanna Smith, and I am the supervisor in the FSC GL unit. My team handles tickets related to GL and MECYAC, which is short for month-end close and year-end close. My background has been in general ledger for the last 16 years. Of those 16 years, 11 was spent in GL, where I entered transactions, reconciled various reports, completed month-end close activities, and prepared financial statements. The last 5 years have been spent at FISCal, where I have assisted departments with cases, lead user support labs, and taught virtual instructor lead trainings.
Alanna, are there any important dates for year end that departments should be aware of?
Yes, of course. There are key dates related to your year-end closing deadlines set by the State Controller's Office. Departments should refer to the communication that was sent containing that information. So departments should be mindful when those cutoff dates are in order to minimize additional work. And Department of Finance has also issued a budget letter containing the due date for financial statements.
And I believe we're going to be going over some of those deadlines here towards the end of the show. Thanks for that info. Alanna, is there any change in how departments should request their budgetary legal ledger, BLL, to be built?
No, actually, once departments are ready to build, they can open a case and request period 998 to be closed. Someone on the MEC team will verify that all the year-end related queries are clear before closing period 998 and assisting with the BLL process. I do advise that you wait for instructions from the person working on your case before proceeding to the next step. You may think that you're being proactive about speeding up the process, but oftentimes this only hinders the process. And then once the process is complete, then you can run your reports.
Wow, no sense in going a lot ways forwards when you're going to have to go backwards, right?
Exactly.
And how about some tips and tricks that you can share with departments?
Of course, I have a couple. So the first thing is make sure that your reconciliations are up to date. This will make it a more seamless process if you don't have to worry about clearing reconciling items or trying to identify them during the height of year end. Period 12 and period 998 can be opened at the same time. If you would like period 998 to be opened, please submit a case to the FISCal Service Center. Okay, the next tip I have for you is to make sure that only accruals should be entered into period 998. Make sure that your entries in period 998 are not creating intra-unit account lines. And then also designate one person to open cases and to track the status. This will eliminate any duplicate cases amongst your team. And when you're opening cases, provide as much information as you can to minimize the back and forth to get additional information. This will greatly speed up the process in helping you resolve your issue. Make sure that you have reviewed the most updated version of the Department of Finance's training for year-end, and make sure you have the most updated version for any instructions you're using related to year-end. And most importantly, take advantage of the Saturday support. We're here to help you get through year end.
That Saturday support, I know a lot of departments take advantage of that, and that's a great thing that you guys provide for the departments during this time of the year.
And we're happy to be here to help.
Well, I was happy to have you with us today. Thank you so much for the important information. I know that everybody needs guidance for this, so thanks very much.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Thanks again to Alanna Smith for that information. Now it's time to welcome SCO's Mohseni and Jay Singh to the show. They're here to discuss and demo SCO's approval of AR Deposits and Remittances.
Good afternoon. My name is Mohseni, the Division Chief over Accounting and Reporting with the State Controller's Office. Thank you for having us on FISCalTV to announce that the SCO has launched a new and streamlined process for high-volume, advanced collection and uncleared collections transactions. We're giving departments the tools which will save you and us an estimated 15,000 to 20,000 hours per year. What departments need to know is our State Accounting and Reporting Division took a hard look at the highest volume transactions, and we saw that the advanced collections and uncleared collections entry process and approval was tedious and time-consuming. So we came up with a better way. We tested the process with DGS and showed approximately 400 hours of saved staff time in one transaction compared to the previous way of processing these entries. I have Jay Singh with me today, the SARD Bureau Chief of FISCal Implementation and Transition, and he'll provide an end-to-end demonstration of the process. We believe this will benefit an initial 15 to 20 departments, with potentially more along the way as we roll out the new process. We're excited about the progress and continued potential for FISCal. And we're proud to share how we're using innovation to lead in and improve upon our financial operations and make it easier on our partner departments. Thanks again for having us with you today. With that, I'll turn it over to Jay Singh to demonstrate our new process.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Casey, for the introduction. I am Jay Singh. Today, I will be doing a demo for a new streamlined process for high volume collections and uncleared collection transactions. So today I will be demonstrating the FISCal deposit process and what has changed from the previous process. I will be going over the template that SCO has created for submission of multiple CR documents. Majority of the deposit process will remain the same. However, I will be highlighting a few key changes as we go through the demo. You will start with your $0 deposit page. The AR payment processor has to ensure that the deposit total is equals to 0 and the payment sequence equals 2. You will have to follow the FISCal job aid for location codes and any other departmental requirements for your deposit process. Once you have completed your deposit page, you will move to your payments page. We have made a few key changes over on our payments page. The prior process required departments to attach SEO legacy PDF documents in the attachment section. This has been updated to include SEO high volume template for submitting multiple CR documents for submission. At this time, I will go over the SEO template and the steps to input the data. The template is designed to capture all the required information that was previously linked to the document information section on the distribution page. You will start your process by entering your deposit ID that you created for your advanced and uncleared collections. Next steps are to enter your document information in the corresponding fields on the SEO template. You will need your CR $ document ID, your BU number, your fund, sub-fund, the type, the GL account code, the SEO doc date, the amount, and the journal ID. A few key highlights for this template is you will need to make sure that your amount is equals to 2 decimal places. Your journal ID has to be linked to your document ID for your original remittance. And then also the amount has to be equal to or less than the original remittance that was submitted to SEO. At this time, I will share a completed template as an example. And I will also share a PDF document and highlight the fields that correspond to the fields on the template. So in this case, your CR $ document ID will be entered under the doc number. Your agency code will be entered under the agency field on the template. Your fund number is coming from the document itself, in this case 0111. This template doesn't have, this document does not have any subfund, so you won't need to enter anything there. Your GL account code is 3730. And because it is hitting the general ledger account, the type will be type G. Your SEO doc date is 8/22/2022, which will be entered here. And the amount, which is $921,333.34, will be entered here. This is the key point where it has to be 2 decimal places and has to be less than or equal to the original CR document that was submitted. Your journal ID is the journal ID that is tied to your document number in FISCal. This information can come from your GL journal, GL01 queries, and or your AR13 queries. Our recommendation is to have a working document. Once you have all the information ready, you can just copy and paste the information in this template. Once you have completed all the required information on this template, you will attach this to your deposit under the attachment section. Another key change is the notes to approver. You will need to enter, please refer to the attached file for a list of CR legacy documents if you are using the mass approval process for SEO. Once you have completed your payments page, you will next move on to the next process, which is creating your accounting entries. On your accounting entries page, all the other processes will remain the same. However, we have changed the required document information process. The document type field required you to link your journal ID and legacy ID previously. However, that is not required in the new process and can be listed as various under the required information field. You can also do multiple distribution lines as long as your funds on your correction and your reversal are netting off to 0. Once you have completed your accounting entries, you can submit your deposit to your department approver for approval and have it workflowed to SCO. This concludes the demo for high volume advance and uncleared collection distributions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, KC and Jay, for that info. If you have any questions regarding SCO's approval of AR deposits and remittances, please send an email to fiscalaccounting@sco.ca.gov. On May 5th, an email was sent to department liaisons as well as accounting and procurement super users that addresses year-end closing deadlines, including key dates and critical deadlines related to FISCal transactions and vouchers that interface to the State Controller's Office legacy system. If you missed or did not receive these important deadlines, here's an easy way to find them. Just log into PeopleSoft and on the FISCal homepage, click on the FISCal's announcement tile. Then click on the For Your Information Year-End Deadlines link and you'll find all the information from the email. That's our show for today. Special thanks to David Tsymbal, Alanna Smith, KC Mohseni, and Jay Singh for being with us. And I'd also like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our FISCal TV episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us. And from everyone here at FISCal TV, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in June.
You've been watching FISCal TV. To view this and other episodes of FISCal TV, please subscribe and follow our YouTube channel.